being the most underrated character. Personally, I just never found any appeal to her. Alright, to explain some of the tiers, top 3 as you can get, Junko said it best.
Kamakura, yes, queen!
Disney Infinity just means they're forgettable. And Kana, I think I'm just gonna put her in just bad. Angie and Naga. Honestly, I kinda liked Angie. She was pretty annoying at times, but the main thing that I found annoying in her wasn't really the Atua. More the student council was what I found annoying about her, but I think she was a pretty good character. She was pretty well written as well. And she actually was surprisingly helpful during the trials, which is something I really like to focus on. Alright, I could go off hours on Aoi. I don't like Aoi. Just gonna leave it at that. I'm not really gonna go too into depth about any of these. Byakuya? Alright. Byakuya is definitely one of the split people. You either like him or you hate him. I am on the like side. He's scratching my top 10. Celeste is one of the only 3 that matter. Celeste is my top waifu. Chiaki. Alright. She would be in one of these 2 tiers, but then you watch the DR3 anime, and her development happened within the span of 10 to 15 minutes. And quite frankly, I think she was the worst part of the Spare arc. She's not forgettable. I think I'm gonna put her in okay. Chihiro. Alright. I never really liked Chihiro. He's not really forgettable, but I'm just gonna put him in Disney Infinity, because I guess it could also count as a D tier. Fuyuhiko. Alright. I like the assholes. I think you can pretty much tell just by looking at this list already. I like the assholes, and I never really hated him at the beginning of the game. The whole entire Peko thing, I think he's a good character. Though he's not really in my top tier, personally. Gonta? I could go off for hours on Gonta. I don't like Gonta. He is quite possibly, with only one person standing in the way, well actually maybe 2, of him being, in my opinion, the worst character in V3. He's one of the worst characters in V3. I hate him so much. He tries to help, but honestly, I got so sick of his idiotic gimmick so quickly. Gundam, as Junko said best, man is so over the top, I love it. Everything that he is a part of is just so fun. Hajime Hinata, in my opinion, the best protagonist we had. Because with the others, okay, Mikoto is just the boring Mr. Good Boy. Kaide is the one that makes mistakes, but has good intentions overall. Suichi is the man that just gets his ego stroked throughout the entire game. That's real. I don't care about any of the self-conscious stuff about revealing the truth. No, hit the entire game. It just really pissed me off how much they were stroking the crap out of his ego. And then Kamaru is another one of my favorite protagonists. I'd say him, Kaide, and Kamaru were the best protagonists. But quite frankly, I think he had the ability to be an asshole, which is what my main point of liking him was. Hifumi Yamada. Alright, I like Hifumi. FBI, open up! Quite frankly, he is in my top tier. These are going to be ranked based on how much I like them in tiers. So, which means out of this tier, I like Hifumi the best. And then I like Togumi more than I do Hajime, but I like Hifumi, okay? Man is the anime dweeb, okay? We're the anime dweebs watching the anime. He's the anime dweeb, okay? I've seen this a lot on Reddit because it's really just starting to get attention. He is the real kin character. Himiko, I could go off for hours. I hate Himiko. I said this in one of my posts I'll get to later. Well, not post, a comment, but I hate Himiko. I personally do not think she was deserving of Survivor. I really think, and I'll get back into this later, I'm not really going to specify in this video, Korekiyo or Tenko would have been much better survivors. Her character development, Jesus, I'm going off. I know I said I wouldn't do this, but her character development was just learning to give a shit. She mentally matured, but during the trials, which really ticks me off, she still, after chapter 3, and even in chapter 3, did literal jack shit during the trials. I don't like her. Hiyoko. I like Hiyoko, okay? She would have originally just been like Disney Infinity or okay, but leaving News' analysis of her, I grew to appreciate her more. Hiyoko was just getting the character development and just, she did. And then we have Ibuki, who is also in the only 3 that matter. It's Ibuki, okay? Enough said. Junko. Okay, I think I'm gonna put her. I think I'm gonna put her in good. Okay. I think she was a great villain. She's another one of the people I really grew to like in Despair arc. I liked her, but I was not head over heels for her. Kaede Akamatsu is another good character. I got into it earlier, so I'm not going to specify, but honestly, really would have preferred her over Suichi. Kaito. Honestly, I think I'm going to put Kaito in Disney Infinity, but I like him more than Chihiro. Kazuichi. Just bad. I don't like Kazuichi. Alright. Hot take. Kibo always felt like a convenience character to me. A lot of the things that happened to him were so out of the blue. Like in chapter 3, when he just, oh hey, yeah, I see I have the printing function. At least he gave a reason to why they originally picked him, because it was just, oh my god, I hated that scene. That actually tilted me, that scene. And while yes, there is that one scene in the DR1 anime where Celeste just pulled a box out of her ass. Where the hell did that box come from? No, I don't like him. Could I go off for hours? I think I'm just gonna put him here. Kurumi Tojo is in Junko said it best. I like Kurumi a lot, but I don't really have a lot to say about that. Kiyotaka is in, I think I want to put him in top tier. Yokichi, I hate to be, I hate doing this, but I enjoy him. I hate it. I hate to love him. Karakia Shinguji is not one of the only 3 that matter. He is the only one that matters, okay? Karakia Shinguji is my favorite character in the entire franchise, in my opinion, the best character in the entire franchise. And back to that post I was mentioning with, I think, Himiko, I'm gonna pop it up. If you want an in-depth analysis, well, not really in-depth, but kind of a summary of Karakia's character and why I really appreciate him, here you go. Do with that as you please. Hyoko Kirigiri. Alright. I'm not the biggest Kyoko stan, but her development was actually felt human and had a good concept. Her story is good. She's a very well-written character. It kind of got annoying how she just dozed off and did her own thing. But I think she's definitely a good character. Because, well, Byakuya is the notorious Talonagi. She was also very heavily reliant on Naegi. Leon Kawada. Honestly, I really like Leon Kawada. Him and Celeste were the first 3 times I played. And quite frankly, I really am a big fan of what he could have been. I can't really think of there being a better first culprit, but it's also at the same time, I really would have liked to see him survive, so I'm kind of mixed on that. Because like, he did have a lot going for him at such an early stage, like growing out his hair to be rebellious, and wanting to be a musician, not even liking talent. Mahiro. I think I'm gonna put her in Disney Infinity. I don't really hate her. I don't like her, but I feel she's kind of forgettable. Maki. Alright. Okay, Maki's an okay. Don't really like Maki, in all sincerity. I don't really like her. Makoto. Just bad. Honestly. Probably one of the worst written characters in the franchise, if you ask me. Mikan. I'm mixed with Mikan. To her during chapter 3, she was useful, but no, that's trial. I don't even know what that was. I just never. I kind of liked her, but I didn't dislike her. Miu Iruma is Junko said it best. It's the gorgeous girl inventor, Miu Iruma, Mondo. I think I'm gonna put Mondo in good. I don't hate or really like Mondo. Let's just leave it at that. Mukuro is Junko said it best. Nagito. I think I'm just gonna put him at good. Okay. Nekamaru Nidai. I think I'm gonna put him in Disney Infinity. Peko Pekiyama is obviously top tier. Rantaro. I think I'm gonna put Rantaro like good. I played his free time events in the after game. I forget the name of it. I do like the story and like how he had a sister that he lost. I thought that was quite interesting and how he became the ultimate adventurer. But then they were like, oh, he also has another sister and another sister and another. I don't know. Just kind of got annoying for me. Ryo Mahoshi is a definitive top tier character. Okay, it's definitely mid tier. I think I'm gonna put her here. Seiga Mizuno. I kind of see her as a snake. I know a lot of people are trying to defend that, but it's just a lot of it was just like I just her entire relationship with Nagi, especially in the anime, I would just.
Oh, come on, it'll be great!
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Suichi Saihara.
Ooh!
Everyone was stroking his ego. Sonia, never mind. I liked her character. I just enjoyed her. That's really all I can say. Tenko. I think I'm gonna put Tenko in good. I just don't feel she had enough time to develop, but I still would have preferred her as a survivor heavily over Himiko. Teru is just bad. I can't really go off for hours on it because it's pretty straightforward why people don't like him. Though, he did have the same voice actor as Correcchio, so that's a bonus point right there. Toko. Toko's in Disney Infinity. And then Genocide. I'm not sure if I should call it her. Genocide Joe, Genocide Jill. Genocider just has so many names, but definitively one of the better characters. She's one of the few bright spots of the Danganronpa anime. Tsumugi. I think Tsumugi's a good character. Ultimate Imposter. Think I'm gonna have to put him in Disney Infinity. The Danganronpa 3 anime did not really execute it well. And I'm gonna skip right to Ryota. Ryota, I could go on for hours. Ryota is definitively my least favorite character. Yasuhiro, man, he's another one. You could just go off for hours. I think her name was Chiza, if I'm not mistaken, but I liked her, honestly, good character. I'm gonna actually put her in top tier. Alright, this man, no. Just no. Well, actually, I can't really go for hours, but I don't like this man. I don't like him. Alright, Celeste's cat. Celeste's cat is in Junko said it best, okay? Celeste's cat has the saddest story of any of the Danganronpa characters. being Celeste's cat, that is terrifying. I feel bad for that cat. The great Gozu. I appreciate him. I'm gonna put him in okay. Izuru Kamakura. I'm gonna put Izuru in top tier. Just enjoyed him. Yeah, no, I'm not getting into that one. Don't really remember anything about Yasuhiro's mom, but I'm just gonna put her in bad because it's Yasuhiro's mom. This woman! Oh, look, we make fun of Korekyo for incest, but these two actually have crushes on their family. I don't remember any of the Danganronpa Zero names, but I remember she was Amnesia Girl. I'm just gonna refer her as the Amnesia Girl, and quite frankly, good character. Jotaro. I like Jotaro. I don't really know what to say, because I got a lot of mixed messages with him reconnecting. So I hear that he left, but he also seemed like he carrying right there, but like he had too much emotion. I don't even know. I really just am so confused by his character. I'm just gonna put him just bad. Alright, this man. Alright. They got me to dislike an asshole. Congratulations, Danganronpa. And they made him good. I'm gonna put him in okay. Toko's bug, okay. This character's entire existence is so sad and that's in all sincerity. It's a sad existence. The reason this character is known is sad. Jesus Christ, it makes me laugh. Ugh, just top tier. Not quite as good as the cat I cannot remember the name of. Tenzin. Another one of the worst characters. Alright. Don't really remember him. Well, don't really remember his name, but I do like him. I remember really liking him. Because he was the one that sacrificed himself for Kyoko Kirigiri, was Jin Kirigiri's best friend, and it was genuinely a very entertaining character. Kumaro is a good tier. Kotoko. I'm not going too into depth about this one, but okay. Shirokuma was annoying as hell. This is probably the one I'm most confused on. Because this man was back and forth with it. I really did like his dive into insanity. So honestly, I think I'm gonna put him in Junko's at best. Never really liked Masaru. Monica. I like Monica. Very well written character if you ask me. Alright, Monodam is, in all sincerity, and Junko said the best character. Monokid was just bad. Monofi, I could go off for hours on. Monosuke, I actually thought was a good character. I liked Monosuke. And then Monotaru was actually a top tier character. Monotaru was actually very entertaining. It's Monokuma. Monome. Yuhiko's sister has a lot to her, surprisingly, because apparently she was the original person that was supposed to be the heir to the gang. But honestly, I think she was a good character. Quite frankly, she had more depth to her than Chiaki. And Chiaki was one of the main characters of the anime. Alright. Ruruka. These are my thoughts on Ruruka. Moving on. Alright, we have My Hero's GF. The one behind the slaughter, as you could say. Honestly, just bad. Seiko deserved so much better. Seiko deserved so much better. I'm gonna put it at okay. Sanosuke, I hate Ruruka, but I actually like Sanosuke. I was about to call him Minosuke. Sanosuke had definitively the best line in Danganronpa.
This is the part where you die, Seiko. I will kill you in the name of deliciousness.
Honestly, I really liked him. I think I'm gonna give him top tier. I really do not remember anything about Chihiro's brother except he loves Chihiro. He got Kamaru and Toko to a place and then died. I'm gonna give him Disney Infinity, not because he's a bad character really, but just because he's very, very forgettable. Super Saiyan Kiyotaka is just bad. Alright, I forget his name as well, but all I know is that I like him. Now we move on to the best character. Alright, I take back everything I said about Kraken. It was a joke. Matt can go in. I can go on for hours, okay? For all I care. What do you think of Danganronpa? You think of her, okay? No, I need to make a tier above. I need to make a tier above, okay? Honestly, what do you think of Danganronpa? You think of this character. But yeah, that's my finished Danganronpa tier list. You can go and cancel me now. And yeah, make sure your Hulu subscription isn't expired yet.